This tutorial for getting faster at 2 will only be for the CLL method, so it won't be covering any other methods. I won't be covering anything like hardware or lubing. I won't be covering anti-CLL. It's just for the CLL method. So first I'm going to be showing you how to get faster at making a layer. So you should be able to solve a layer in about 5 moves on average. Never really more than 6. One of the things you really need to do when looking for what layer to make on what color is to look for a bar like this where there are 2 colors lined up on both sides. So you can either do purple or green. So if you look, purple has a 4 move layer, how I do it with these 2 pieces, and so does green. So you can really do either, but just need to choose which one's fastest. So really just need to figure out how to get those 2 corners in using the fewest moves, and you should be able to do this just by practicing. Sometimes you get a case like this, where you have a really easy way to make a side, as in like 2 moves, but it's unpermuted. And if it's unpermuted diagonally, then you can still use it. Because what you do is you make it, and then you just do 3 moves, R2, F2, R2, to solve it. But still, that was a 5 move layer just then. It can be faster. So here, instead of doing UR prime, you do UR, so you cancel the R2, then do F2, R2, so it's only a 4 move layer. So make sure if you're doing R2, F2, R2, you cancel moves where you can, which is most of the time. So really, for making a layer, I would recommend using a lot of your inspection time, so you can choose which layer would be the fastest. Next I'm going to be covering execution of the CLL algorithms. You don't really need to time yourself during the algorithms individually and practice them individually. You just need to make sure that when you're solving, you're doing them as fast as you can. You still can practice them individually, and you might want to do this every now and again, just to see how long you take at them. Next I'm going to be covering CLL recognition. So one of the first things I want to say is make sure you know which color you're going to be doing the CLL on. So when you're doing inspection, think, okay, this is a green layer, so I'm going to be doing the blue CLL, because I know this sounds a bit strange, but it can actually slow you down sometimes when you're doing solves and you forget which color you're doing it on. Other than that, you just need to make sure you know all the shapes and which ones are the same and opposite, and you just get really used to knowing which CLL it is. This next step is very important if you want to get sub 3 averages, looking ahead to the CLL. How I do it is basically visualizing where the pieces are going to go. For example, I know to make this layer I'm going to do R, U, R prime to put this piece in. So I just think, what's going to happen to these pieces around here when I do it? First I can tell that this is going to move down here when I do the R, nothing when I do the U, then when I do the R prime it's going to move back up. So this will just stay in the same place. This one, when I do the R, blue will go up here, red will go up here, black will go here. When I do the U, it'll go across, so blue will be here, black will be here, and red will be here. And when I do the R prime, nothing will happen. Then I know when I do it, this piece, it's going to come over here, so the black's going to be facing here, and the green will be facing up. And this one's just going to go over here. So I can tell that over here the blue is going to be facing up, over here, the red's going to be over here, this green sticker is going to be facing up over here, and there's going to be the black facing up over here. So it's going to be a soon or anti-soon case. So if I look, this piece is going to be facing towards me, this black, so I can tell that it's going to be a normal soon case. And there's green and blue facing here next to each other, and the green will be here next to this blue. So I can tell that it's going to be the Nicholas case. So I'll close my eyes and do what I think will be the CLL. See? And then you just need to do a U2. So you can get better at that and start being able to do it for more cases and more moved layers, but you really just need to practice and visualize where the pieces are going. The very last step is AUF. So that's after you do CLL, just doing a U prime, or a U2 to align the layer. So this doesn't seem important at all, but it can take up a little bit of time, which is enough to make a difference in 2x2. So what you need to do is be able to look ahead to the AUF while you're doing CLL. So for example, in this case, anti-soon, you do that, and when you get to here, you can tell that these two yellows, are going to go over here when the yellow's here. So you know it's going to be a U prime. And in a different case, like this, you do the algorithm. When you get here, you can tell that these two purples are going to be over here, so it's going to be a U2. So although you'll be doing the CLLs very fast, there's still enough time to be able to recognize that. So you need to make sure you're trying to do that if you want to save a little bit of time doing AUF, because it can make a difference between like sub 3 and like 3.1. And using a lot of your inspection time, make sure that when you're solving, you're doing them as fast as you can. Just make sure you know which color you're going to be doing the CLL on. Visualize where the pieces are going. There's still enough time to be able to recognize that.